And that's the thing, like women are so willing to leave marriages because they're not happy. This is not about happiness.
Welcome back to Mindy. Today we're reacting to single mothers are shocked to find out men aren't willing to accommodate their agendas. Let's jump straight in and see what's going on.
After this, Dad drove 160 miles every weekend to see his daughter. He found out that his whole life was a lie, as DNA results proved he wasn't the father. But when the mom celebrated the result in court, just wait to see how it backfired completely.
You are not the father. Miss Miller,
Sorry.
that's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. What you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just going to be heartbroken. We got to break this news to her.
Bruh. She really cheering like losing the only dude who cared is a win. Man drove 160 miles every weekend, and she's acting like she exposed him. Judge cooked her, though. Now she's got to tell a 3-year-old, yeah, the man who actually loved you. I celebrated him leaving. Can't make it up, bro.
I let them know off rip, I got kids. You can either deal with it or not. You can either come through the door or lock it on your way back out.
Okay, and my answer to that is most guys are not going to. That's the man you described.
Your opinion, a lot of women won't.
It's not. I need you to be objective here. What I'm telling you is the man that you described is extremely rare. If you can go ahead and get a younger woman that doesn't have children and doesn't have these things kind of that would potentially weigh him down and hurt his ability to earn money and or save money, he's probably going to go with that. And then also, interestingly enough, when we ask you about the
Bruh. She hit him with the take it or leave it energy, like men are lining up to be stepdads for free. And he's just calmly explaining reality. Ma'am, that man you're describing is a Pokemon. Rare. Mythical. Doesn't spawn often. Then she hits him back with, but you'll be miserable. Like, ma'am, why does choosing a woman without kids automatically equal misery? Some of y'all swear men are out here begging for extra responsibilities like it's a prize.
I'm curious, being a single mother, do you think it's harder dating now or before you had kids?
I was with my ex-husband for 20 years. And we were married for 14 years.
Wow.
Essentially, he was kind of the only guy that I dated, you know, dipping my foot back in the dating pool in my 40s. It's been horrible. It's been awful. I haven't dated in months. It's been a complete and total train wreck. And it's a waste of time, honestly. I think it's exhausting and just not a good place to put my energy.
Oh, here we go. Dipping the foot back in the pool after 20 years like it's some casual swim. Bro, dating in your 40s with kids isn't a train wreck because men are evil. It's literally a full-on obstacle course. And the kicker? She says it's a waste of time. Nah, the waste of time was expecting dudes to bend their whole lives around yours. Classic.
I have a kid. Now that I have my kid, I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, da, da, da. But deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child. But unfortunately, like he's right. And that shit's hard. Like, unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know? Yeah. But I would do anything to have a man.
Ah, classic. I'm a boss bitch, but really I just want a man. Bro, she wants all the perks a man, a home life, and zero compromise, but expects dudes to show up like it's easy street. Real talk. Most guys aren't lining up to sign up for that full-time chaos package.
Can someone tell me why dating in your 30s is so bad? Like, it's not even normal. This is not normal. It was not like this in my early 20s. Is having kids baggage? Is being divorced baggage? They do my makeup with me whilst we talk annoying things men do in dating. Okay, does a body count matter? If you're specifically in your 40s, please comment, like, how does it get worse? Tell me. I am an independent girly and I am gonna take down this bed. Update on independent woman life. So I went on a date with someone who knew I had children. Well, I've got one little girl. Knew my situation. And then after said that I was a lovely person, but my child was baggage. for me, I just think there's like immaturity in men.
Of
but
course.
to label children baggage, like, I just don't get it.
Ah, here we go. Dating in your 30s is so bad. Bro, let me translate. I'm independent, got a kid, and apparently that's baggage. And the dude tells her straight up her kid is baggage, and she's shocked. Bruh. Reality check. Some guys aren't tripping over themselves to adopt full-time responsibilities on date 1. Classic wonders why dating is hard, but keeps acting like the rules don't apply.
She will now be ready to unsubscribe from panderers on YouTube and cancel her Sprinkle memberships.
Sprinkle.
And then actually seek therapy from a qualified official. Now she has gotten therapy and she's giving her life to God. She is around 35 to 40 years of age. She has had all her kids, don't want any more. She will not have sex until she is married because the Bible says so. She is ready to submit, cooperate, and do whatever you ask. Her past has no power over her influence anymore. All of her friends are married and brag about the beauty of blended families, which gives her even more motivation. She's sagging a little bit and got a little weight on her because she don't have time to take care of herself due to the workload and stress of raising her kids. She needs you and she wants you. But this will not last, so you better get in while you can. Because once her kids get to the point where they're old enough to either take care of themselves or leave the house as adults, she'll backslide. She will revert to her old ways, and her demands and standards will be reintroduced.
Bro, what the hell is this? This dude's hyping her like she's some rare Pokemon, but really, she's just a grown woman running her life, and now guys are expected to jump through hoops because she needs you for a limited time. Nah. Fam, most men aren't rushing to sign up for a ticking time bomb of expectations and standards. That's peak delusion right there.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely as long as I have my money. If you ain't not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're going to fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No. I disagree.
Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
Ah, finally some sense. Single and lonely greater than married and miserable. 100%. Bro, I'll take my money, my peace, and my sanity over a lifetime of stress any day. You can't buy happiness from someone else if she's miserable. She's dragging everybody with her. Lonely? Fine. Miserable? Nah, pass.
Once you reach a certain age or you have kids, you can't sit there and like demand the same quality of man anymore. If I walked around and I was like, yo, I want a bad bitch. Bad bitches need to like me even though I'm a fat slob. Yeah, like take me as I am. Like just accept me for being a fat slob. 29, you have a child, you can't demand certain caliber of men anymore, unfortunately. So then you got two options. It's either I'm gonna lower my standards and live in reality of what I can actually attract, I can write a check that I can actually cash, or you're gonna stay single. What do you want?
There it is. The brutal truth nobody wants to say. Bro, she's out here acting like she can demand a bad bitch to worship her while she's 29 with a kid. Nah. Reality check. The market don't work like that. Either you lower your standards or stay single, simple as that. Men don't owe anyone fairy tale outcomes, especially when expectations are sky high.
Single mothers are recreational use only. You don't marry those women. That's a bad move for you as a man.
Why? Because of the baggage? Because of the kids? Because of the just...
There's far too much risk. Well, we already know that marriage is terrible for men in general. You get marrying a single mother, now you're bringing kids into the equation that you're going to have to provide and protect for that aren't your own seed. And if that woman breaks up with you, now you're going to get hit with a double whammy of you lose her and the kids that you built an attachment with.
Is that the biggest L you can take?
It's going to be...
What's the worst L you can take?
Marrying a single mom is very bad. As a man, it is not in your best interest to marry a single mother. I know a bunch of people, oh my God, that's so bad. The reality is when you look at it from a logical perspective, you take on way too much risk because now you might lose that woman. And then on top of that, every kid that you build an attachment with, and here's the other part, you have no legal rights to those children because they're not yours.
He's speaking straight facts. Marrying a single mom, that's like signing up for double L energy. Kids, baggage, zero legal rights. Bro, you could get crushed emotionally and financially. Reality check. It's not about hating women. It's about self-preservation. Some risks aren't worth taking, and this? Peak risk territory.
I have the utmost respect for all females, but this is a male advisory channel. Gentlemen, I would not advise you to marry a single mother. Here are the 8 disadvantages of marrying a single mother. 1, you can never discipline that child. It's not good. 2, if the mother leaves, that's it. You have no hold over the child at all. Even though you had an emotional bond with that child, doesn't matter. If the mother is pissed off at you, she will use that against you. 3, your resources goes into another man's DNA. 4, if it's a girl, huge problem. All it takes is female teenage rage for her to accuse you of any sexual act. The mother will never ever leave you over her child, and the relationship will never be the same again. 5, there will never be spontaneous sex. 6, you will always need a babysitter. 7, you will always be in a relationship with the father of the child as well. You will never have time to build a relationship with the mother alone. Relationships are hard enough as it is. You shouldn't have a third person involved. And 8, and you will never ever come first.
Bruh, this list is brutal, but he ain't lying. You marry a single mom, and suddenly you're third place forever behind the kid, the ex, and all the drama. No control, no spontaneous sex, no first place status. Fam, that's peak L energy. Men don't sign up for that kind of stress package, and honestly, smart move avoiding it.